Random DC here. Now, this is not going to be a rant, it's not going to be a review, and it's not going to be an HDG, although the next one might be SpongeBob SquarePants. That depends if you want to see that. But this is me just discussing the recent announcements in pop culture. Now, the first one I want to talk about is Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen, which is a movie that's going to come out on June 26, 2009. I really don't like that title at all. I mean, just like Quantum of Solace, I don't like it. I mean, I would have just been happy with Transformers 2. Because I don't like silly little taglines for a series. I just prefer just numbers. It makes it easier for me. I mean, Revenge of the Decepticons might have been a better title, or the Decepticons Strike Back if you want to push it more into the Star Wars clone kind of thing. But Revenge of the Fallen, it doesn't sound right, but anyway, that's griping the title over. Let's talk about the characters. I think we can all agree no one gives a shit about the human characters, so let's just talk about the Transformers themselves. Now, here's something I'm a little bit concerned with. According to what I'm reading, all the Transformers who appeared in the first movie are going to retain all of their alternate modes, as in the truck, the Camaro, and that sort of stuff. So does that mean Hasbro are going to re-release the same toys again? Because that would be a bit of a cop-out and a bit cheap, because I've got the movie figures upstairs. The only ones I don't have are Megatron, Starscream, and Blackout, because I think they suck, but that's just my opinion. I've got Thundercracker, so why pick up Starscream? I've bought them once. I'm not really going to buy them again. Unless they've given them new ways of transforming them, or it's like a new look or stuff, but nah. This is why I'm hoping the Transformers 2 movie line does not include Prime, Bumblebee, Ironhide, Ratchet, and Starscream, because I'm not going to buy them again, so yeah. Because that's sort of where I'm thinking they should change their alternate modes or giving them new appearances. But in regards to that, all the Transformers who appeared in the first movie who didn't die are back. We got Optimus Prime, we got Bumblebee, we got Ironhide, we got Ratchet, and we got Starscream and Barricade. But I'm thinking to myself, where's Scorponok? Because, as you rightfully know, Scorponok didn't die in the movie. He just sort of dug his way to the center of the earth and just disappeared. So I'm kind of a bit annoyed by that, but who knows, he might show up, and if he doesn't, then oh well. It's important to know one thing about this movie. Michael Bay has given this movie a bigger budget for a global scale and better characterization of the robots, and apparently this movie's going to be more even now. So I'm thinking to myself, yes, that's great. That's what we wanted. I mean, many people can agree, fans or not, critics or people who praise the movie suffered from one major problem. There was more emphasis on the humans than it was the Transformers. And hopefully with this movie we're going to see more of them and less of the humans and Shia LaDouche. Now, the Transformers themselves. The new additions to the movie for the Autobots is RC, who was dropped from the first movie, and she's going to be a motorbike. Now, I'm not happy with that decision one bit, for one important reason, which I'm now going to elaborate for you. Bay, Spielberg, and everyone on the team said they don't like size changing. They don't want any, cheating going on. So the fact that she's going to be a motorbike means she's going to be fucking tiny. Anyone who read the prequel movie comic book will know that she's the same size as Bumblebee. And if they're making her a motorbike, then she'll probably she'll be able to fit in his hand. It's going to be stupid. I would prefer it if she became a sports car, or I don't know, maybe a plane or something. But the fact that she's going to be a motorbike means she's going to be about 7 foot tall. So yeah, I mean, I hope they change that decision. I mean, the toy was kind of nice and all, but nah, I'm not digging the motorbike idea. But and again, that's just me, and it might work in the film. Who knows? Because Jazz was pretty tiny. I'm trying to figure out how tall was Jazz. He was the smallest one, I know that. Now with the Decepticons, they got Starscream on here, but I'm hoping they redesign Starscream, because I think everyone agrees no one liked that design. It was horrible. He looked more like a grunt from Halo, and there was no distinguishing feature to say it was Starscream. I mean, it could have been any figure. They just put, it could have been any Transformer, but the fact they put Starscream's name on it, it was nah. Now the announcement that I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother knows about is Soundwave, and I'm excited as hell. It's like, yes. In terms of vehicle mode, they haven't revealed it, but I'm predicting it's going to be like one of those FBI monitoring vans with a little satellite dish on the top, kind of like that concept art I've seen online somewhere. But this time, no arguments, Michael Bay. Frank Welker is Soundwave. I mean, the Hugo Weaving thing was cool, but only one person can pull off Soundwave. Although the animated voice was pretty cool, but it's not the same. He is going to come with Ravage and Laserbeak to keep in continuity with G1, which I think that's great. I mean, the Frenzy thing was dumb. It really was. I mean, it was funny for a while, but it got old. But Ravage and Laserbeak shall be awesome. The other new addition will be Jetfire, who's going to be an SR-71 Blackbird, which is a stealth fighter jet for those who are not up on the know. That's going to be pretty cool, but isn't Jetfire an Autobot? Or am I just thinking of the Unicron trilogy there? Now, this one, I'm reading this, it sounds pretty stupid. There's going to be 2 Autobots called Stinger and Wheels, who they're twins apparently, and they combine into an ice cream truck. Come on, that just sounds dumb. It really does, but I think it's kind of funny we're going to get an ice cream truck transformer. That's just like, wow. It's really gotten that bad. I mean, garbage trucks, motorbikes, now we've got an ice cream truck. I can't wait. If this is true, you know, I'll laugh in the cinema as I watch that. And apparently, according to this also, we're going to get 2 more Decepticons. We're going to get... The names haven't been revealed, but one of them is an Audi R8, and that is a sweet-looking car, it really is. And the other is going to be a construction earth mover. And there's also talk of Prowl being in this movie as well, because apparently there is a second police car being shown on the movie set, which with a different design to Barricade. Although there was a rumor that Barricade was Prowl, but as a spy, but I don't know. You know, I'm looking forward to Transformers 2, which is what I'm going to call it for now. As long as they make the human scenes about 30% of the movie experience. I mean, the original movie, it was sort of 75-25 for the humans, but what I want is an even balance of 30-70, 70 in favour of the Transformers. Now I want to talk about Street Fighter 4. Now, the Smash Bros. Fans are going to hate this comment, but I think Street Fighter 4 will be better than Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I mean, you're probably all going to scream about that, but let me explain why I say that. Because when you think about it, Super Smash Bros. Brawl is not a proper fighting game. I mean, yes, you punch and kick people, but it's not. It does not have the same principles as a standard fighting game like Street Fighter 4. Let me explain why. In a fighting game, the rule is each character has a health bar. You have to punch it down until they run out of health and they faint. Smash Bros. Brawl, you got a percent gauge. The higher it goes, the better chance they're knocked out of the screen. It's not really the same thing. And in fighting games, it's usually a 2-on-2 experience, not a 4-way deathmatch. I mean, Smash Bros. Is a lot of fun, but it's not really a serious fighting game. I mean, things like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur are serious, because they take the fighting really seriously. Mortal Kombat in more ways with the fatalities or the... Babality. Yeah, anyway. New characters have been announced for the game. In alphabetical order, we've got Abel from France, who, I don't know about you, seems to be a homage to Zinedine Zidane. If one of his moves is a headbutt, I'll laugh. For the United States of America, we got Crimson Viper, who I'm really taking a shine to. I mean, people were a bit skeptical about when they first saw her, but she looks pretty impressive. From Mexico, am I pronouncing this right? El Furetti? If I'm pronouncing that wrong, let me know. Who kind of seems like a homage to, like, Mexican, you know, wrestlers like Rey Mysterio and such. For the United States of America, we got Rufus, who is kind of I'll just say he's a fat bastard, basically. And a boss character called Seth. Now, I've got one major complaint with Street Fighter 4 in itself. Now, if I get this wrong, any Street Fighter fan can correct me if you will, but according to what I'm reading, Street Fighter 4 is set in between Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3. Well, why is it called Street Fighter 4 then? But anyway, that's not the complaint. If I remember correctly, in Super Street Fighter 2, Bison is killed by Akuma, and apparently his soul was sent down to hell, apparently. So if he died in Street Fighter 2, then why is he alive for this game? You know, it's apparently, although he died in Street Fighter Alpha as well, so yeah, well, it's Capcom, who knows? I mean, look at Resident Evil, look at the Resident Evil series, everybody keeps coming back from the fucking dead in that series. Maybe Bison formed a deal with Albert Wesker. Bottom line is, I'm looking forward to Transformers 2, and I'm looking forward to Street Fighter 4. I will be reviewing Brawl. Now, people keep asking this question, do I hate Brawl? Because a lot of my comments recently are suggesting that I hate the game. All I'm going to say is, just wait for the review. I am a fan of the Smash series. I love Melee to bits. It's one of my favourite GameCube games. But who knows? I mean, I don't really hate the game because I haven't even played it yet. So, there you go. Random DC, signing off.